You know what's crazy about this whole situation? You know what's crazy about this whole situation? Do you know what's crazy about this whole situation? So my last live was about the Mafia and Mile family and about how long they've been in the sports industry. But I have a theory. I really, 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 really do. I have a theory. And my theory is this. And I might be wrong. There might be a chance, though, that the mob and the mafia are also and have been for a while. Because people like to talk about, you know, the Jewish people, running hip hop and whatever. In certain families, in certain positions, I could see how you could assume that. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people who have power that you don't see that would love for you to think that Jewish people run it. I'm just putting it out there. Shout out to my Jewish people. I fuck with the Jews. Fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't bad. It's a little bit of stupid in everybody. It's a little bit of hate in every fucking race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got certain historical facts that might make it look like something else. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we out here, we human. And unless you was born into those certain families that's up top, it is what it is, right? So shout out to my Jewish people. But a lot of people would like to think that the Jews run hip hop, run rap, run the entertainment industry. I beg to differ. Completely, actually. Because if you're telling me, if you have the audacity to tell me that the mafia and the mob, okay, didn't have their hands in the music industry, you're sadly mistaken. Right now, we have a big case going on. And shout out to UMG. I'm not saying they got nothing to do with it. I'm not saying they got nothing to do with it. But it's crazy how Drake just got 6 new diamond plaques, right? Drake just got 6 new diamond plaques. He is the only artist right now. Now, stay with me. He is the only artist right now in history to have 16 diamond plaques, okay? That's for like 15 songs, and I think Take Care of the album actually went diamond. Okay? I just want y'all to stay with me. Stay with me now. Don't get lost, right? Don't get lost in the sauce. Now, shout out to Charles Brown, and I've said this already myself, but shout out to Charles Brown because he definitely reiterated the point that UMG is going to continue to make sure, and this was really during the lawsuit, but I feel like it's even after the lawsuit. I feel like it's going further than that, right? This is why. During the lawsuit, UMG was making sure that Drake was staying that top artist, being the most streamed. You get what I'm saying? Making sure his shit sells. Because they don't want to look like they the motherfuckers trying to sabotage him. You get what I'm saying? So you got that point. Next thing is UMG wants to keep their hands and their names out of this shit. They basically want to look, stay clean. In a sense. They want to stay clean, right? So with wanting them to look a certain way, to stay clean and not be in the news like that. What's up, Sewell John? I don't know what I'm a noob in, but I'm damn sure not a noob in this YouTube shit. So staying clean consists of many things, right? If you sued me for defamation and trying to expose me for being behind the scenes, pulling strings, right? Saying that I tried to sabotage you so I can get you for lower value, well, I'm going to make you even more valuable. But that don't mean I can't make no motherfucking calls and have other people shoot at your motherfucking ass. UMG is worth like I don't even know how many billions of dollars. What the fuck made Drake think he wasn't going to take no type of punishment? So let's leave it there. So on his birthday, right, Drake gets 5 or 6 new diamond plaques, right? He gets a diamond plaque for Take Care. And he also gets 5 more diamond plaques for 5 songs, 5 singles. Now, I think his birthday was on the 24th, right? It's the 28th, 4 days after his birthday. Okay? This 4 days after his birthday, he gets another birthday present. A lawsuit with Adin Ross in stake. All right? Now, I'm not saying UMG has no direct influence, but it's not like they can't fax some shit over, send some files, and be like, hey, man, I need you guys to look at this. It's looking kind of weird over here with Drake. Yeah, go check that out. It's so many ways to not be the reason why this is happening, but at the same time to be the reason why this is happening. And who's to say them niggas ain't got niggas that is making these phone calls that I'm talking about anyway? I truly believe that this is the punishment. This is the punishment. The ghostwriter's getting leaked. He still ain't dropped the Iceman album. Where's the Iceman album? I want to not listen to it. Where's the Iceman album? I want to have the option to not listen to your bullshit album. At least drop it so I ain't got to listen to it. I'm going to push not interested on that motherfucker. I'm going to push dislike on all the motherfuckers. Because you deserve all this shit. What Future say? You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. So we gonna read some of these reports about what's going on, but I just wanted to give y'all my take on it. Like, this is no coincidence that this is happening during the month of October, bruh. I'm gonna tell y'all something. What's up, Pixels? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Where you watching from? Where you watching from, man? How you doing? Where you watching from? People think that you need an artist to step on an artist rollout. That's not the case. You sued not a company in the music business. You sued the company of the music industry. And you sued the industry, basically. You sued the industry. I don't even know how else to say it. How the fuck can you sue the industry? These niggas are not just dealing with artists. They're dealing with everything. Actors, entertainers, sports. I mean, everything. So what the fuck make you think they're not going to dig up every little single thing? For the next 3 years, you about to see Drake ain't about to be able to do shit. By the way, where you from? I'm from Alabama, man. Where you from, bro? Where you from? What time is it? Where you from? Where you from, bro? Where you from? Drop where you from, too. Make sure you double tap that screen. Double tap. Like that shit, man. Let's like this live, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about Drake and Adin Ross getting sued for the first time for promoting gambling on stage. They calling it illegal. This lawsuit is coming out of Missouri. It's a Missouri class action lawsuit. You want to play the lawsuit game? Oh, we about to put your name. See, they know Drake and Adin Ross. They got some backings behind it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all now, with me, and before I read these articles, with me reading about the mafia and the mob and how deep how deep the mafia and mob were in gambling, you cannot tell me that this doesn't have a touch of that. You cannot tell me that around the same time when Chauncey Billups and these niggas get caught up over here, Drake and Adin Ross getting sued for illegal gambling over here. And it's all about gambling. All of this shit is about it all falls under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me put a poll up. Let me start a poll real quick. That's not it. Let me start a poll up real quick. All right. Y'all double tap that screen, man. The mob and mafia are somehow, some way connected to this. You can't tell me that. Italian Americans, nigga. You niggas be talking about the Jews and the Germans and all that. And I get it. It's certain history that lean towards certain groups of people, y'all say run shit. I'm not disagreeing, nor am I agreeing. Because you can't just think that it's one thing. Think about it. The information that is being presented to you isn't always the full, God, honest truth. You have to question the truth that you're being fed. So for y'all to sit around here and be like, oh, the Jews running around, oh, the Germans running around, oh, the Freemasons, oh, the Rosicrucians, you know, all these society of secrets and all these powerful people. It's I don't know why motherfuckers think I'm starting to believe the 13 families is a lie. Just because they're the richest don't mean that they can't have a hit out on their ass too. Okay? The mafia and the mob and the cartel and all of this shit these niggas be fucking pop. They don't have to be rich. Some of these families be getting rich because they are scared. That's what I'm picking up. Some of these people be getting rich because they scared as a motherfucker. They like, we have to get rich because these niggas will come and whack your ass, nigga. Whack. Get your ass the fuck up out of here. You get what I'm saying? So, if anything, it's a war between the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this: somebody ain't get paid. Somebody higher up is that can buy 100 Drakes. Didn't pay somebody didn't pay somebody else who could buy 1,000 Drakes. Somebody ain't get paid. Because this ain't nothing but money. This ain't nothing but cash. This ain't nothing but liquid assets. This ain't nothing but, you feel what I'm saying? So somebody ain't get paid. So let's read through some of these articles, man. So shout out to Casino Beats. You see this article. This article is pretty lengthy, so I'm going to read it. Pretty lengthy, so I'm going to read it. We're going to go through different ones. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go through different ones and see, you know, what each and everybody got to say about this shit, right? What up? All right, so look. A Missouri man, whoa. Drake, State.us, and Adin Ross hit with Missouri class action over deceptive social casino marketing. Also, I feel like Jay-Z and Rock Nation got something to do with this. They on the prowl. The industry is trying to fix itself while it's being kind of destroyed. Kendrick Lamar, bro. Kendrick Lamar is the reason for all this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Kendrick Lamar caused this shit, man. Watch the Party Down was way deeper than what you think. Way deeper than what you fucking think, man. This shit was destined to be, man. Not gonna lie to you. This shit was destined as fuck to be. And there's no coming back. There's no coming back from this at all, period. Anyway, a Missouri man suing sweepstakes casino Stake.us, along with rapper Drake and influencer Adin Ross, alleging they promote an illegal online casino disguised as a social casino, misleading U.S. consumers about real money gambling. The 34-page complaint filed on October 27th in Jackson County Circuit Court accuses the defendants of engaging in deceptive, fraudulent, and unfair practices that violate Missouri law. Plaintiff alleges Stake.us is an illegal casino. According to the filing, plaintiff Justin Killam of Independence, Missouri, lost money gambling in defendant's online casino as a result of defendant's wrongful trade practices. This is serious. The complaint states, Defendant Sweepstakes Limited operates the world's most popular and profitable online casino, Stake.com. To evade these restrictions, Sweepstakes Limited creates a Stake.us, a virtual clone of Stake.com, rebranded to mislead Missouri regulators and consumers into believing it offers harmless gameplay instead of an unlawful gambling platform. The complaint alleges that Stake.us functions as a full casino through its Stake Cash virtual currency, which can be wagered on casino games and cashed out for real money at a fixed 1-to-1 ratio to the US dollar. That exposes the currency as a clear vehicle for real money gambling. The plaintiff argues that Stake's dual currency system hides real money gambling behind a superficial disguise of social gaming. The dual currency model has faced growing scrutiny nationwide, with California being the latest to outlaw it earlier this month. Drake and Adin Ross named as co-defendants. Drake and Ross, both longtime partners and promoters of Stake.com, are key figures in the case. The complaint alleges Stake in particular pays online influencer defendants Adin Ross and Aubrey Drake Graham each millions of dollars yearly to engage in promotional live stream online casino gambling with Stake.com. When Ross and Drake purport to gamble online with Stake.com, they often do not do so with their own money, despite telling the public the opposite. These acts are deceptive, fraudulent, and unfair and violate Missouri law. Filing claims that Drake and Ross helped drive Missouri users to Stake.us by broadcasting large-scale wagers and jackpots through live streams and social media posts. Hot diggity dog. According to the lawsuit, the influencer's content glamorizes the platform to millions of fans. At the same time, they conceal that the funds used are often house money provided by Stake. See, the weird thing about this is this was almost like a known fact, a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? But for it to be so easy to just say and people to believe, I mean, it kind of was already kind of known that, I mean, think about it. Just think for a second. Why would I want my influencers not to make money? All this Drake is losing, Adin Ross won or lost or whatever. Of course that's not their cash. Of course Stake is paying them. Because it's just a wash, rinse, repeat kind of deal. Wash, rinse, repeat kind of deal. I'm telling you now, somebody ain't get paid. Somebody is mad that they ain't get paid. And they sent your boy Justin Killam to be the kill shot, nigga. This is yo, I swear to God, bro, this is crazy as fuck. These acts are deceptive, fraudulent, and unfair and violate Missouri law. God damn, the filing claims, I got to read this over again. The filing claims that Drake and Ross helped drive Missouri users to Stake.us by broadcasting large-scale wagers and jackpots through live streams and social media posts. And that's absolutely true. You can't delete it now. It's absolutely true. These niggas be talking about that shit all the time. This is why Adin Rouse said he doesn't want to be in America anymore. He already seen this coming. It wasn't because of fucking Rock Nation. It was because of this shit. He knew this shit was coming. So he told on himself without telling on himself, oh, I don't want to be in America no more. Because you're trying to escape this lawsuit. You're trying to escape going to jail. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And this is why Drake probably wanted this. It make even more sense now. Drake was trying to beef with states so he wouldn't look like he was a part of it, even though you saying they're not paying you no more. But they probably saw this shit coming from a mile away too. So it was like, nah, we ain't finna pay you. We're going to have to pay for these lawsuits. We're going to do this cash gonna have to go somewhere else, nigga. We're not paying you. This cash gonna have to go somewhere else. So it all makes sense why Adin Rouse say he wants to move from America, while Drake was beefing with State, and why State wasn't paying niggas probably no more, because they probably seen this shit coming. I'm just under the assumption, but that's all these things I'm saying are facts though. Like Adin Rouse out of his mouth said, I don't want to be in America no more. Why don't you want to be in America no more all of a sudden? Drake started beefing with State out of nowhere. Why are you beefing with State all of a sudden? For real. So shout out to UMG, nigga, because they dropping lawsuits back and forth. And this ain't nothing to do with them. It's a dirty, dirty game. It's a dirty, dirty game. I'm telling y'all, somebody ain't get paid, man. Y'all made somebody mad. Somebody ain't get paid. And it ain't you ain't just finna get off so easy, my brother. You thought you was finna sue UMG and nothing was gonna happen. But you was a goddamn fool if you you was a goddamn fool if I ever seen one. And that's what we talking about with content creators like me and other people. That's what we talking about. This ain't about, they don't give a fuck about hip hop or rap or art. If you just gave a fuck about the art and all that shit, you wouldn't have to worry about all this shit, man. You wouldn't have to worry about all this shit. If you actually gave a fuck about the art, you wouldn't be doing all this other bullshit, because you would be intertwining and intermingling with shit that has something to do with the art, and you wouldn't be getting in trouble with this. You just paid millions of dollars or an undisclosed amount. I'm assuming millions of dollars to a lawsuit that you lost in 2 different states, in Texas and New York. They dismissed all that shit, bitch. Get your motherfucking ass in my goddamn courtroom with that bitch ass shit, nigga. You just lost the motherfucking rap battle, you stupid ass, bitch ass, light skinned ass nigga. Canadian, half black, half Jewish ass nigga. Get your bitch ass. You giving black people, Jewish people, and light skinned people bad rep, bitch ass nigga. Get your bitch ass out of my courtroom with that bullshit. Crybaby ass nigga. Suck your thumb, bitch. Go to church. Take some ayahuasca, nigga. Take the ego from the bottom. He called you a bottom. He called you a beard. That nigga called you a beard. Because a beard. Y'all don't get, being a beard just fits him better. He said being a beard, not having a beard. You know what a beard is? All right, never mind. You know what a bottom is? All right, never mind. Anyway, as my nigga Charles Brown said, let's continue. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest. I'm stealing everybody's shit. Shake my hand. Shout out Jay Black. Oh my God. But then what Jills be saying, I be watching Jills, the battle rapper Jills. Oh my God. I'm stealing all y'all shit today. Oh my God. This is crazy, bro. All right, the Drake effect in year of public fallout. The lawsuit lands amid a turbulent year for Drake's relationship with Stake. In August, he publicly accused the company's owners of repeatedly blocking his withdrawal of funds, later calling out Stake's leadership on social media. Drake also closed his Kick account, streaming platform owned by Stake's Ed Craven and Bajan Tahrani. Despite the feud, the rapper still was seen wagering $300,000 on Janique Center during the U.S. Open in September, just a few weeks after the public fallout. The large bet is nothing new. In June, Drake revealed he had lost $8 million in a single month gambling at stake. The post reignited the controversy over celebrity betting endorsements. Holy shit. It also reignites the debate whether the rapper uses his own money, a point also highlighted in the Missouri lawsuit. Rumors suggest that his partnership with the platform is worth a 9-figure sum. Not 6, which is $1 million. No, not 6, which is 100,000. Excuse my language. Not 7, which is $1 million. Not 8, which is 10 million, but like 100 million north of a 9-figure. We're gonna say north of a 9-figure sum. Crazy, nigga. Greed to get you caught up, man. That shit will get you caught the fuck up, homie. And we got to start realizing that this shit ain't always about that. My mama keep telling me this shit. It ain't about the cash, Trey. You will get caught the fuck up. They will use that shit against you. They will leverage your greed against you. You know what I'm saying? It will make sure they have you wrapped around their finger because they print it. You get what I'm saying? They print this shit. What the fuck make you think they not? What? Of course I give you $100 million. It's not worth shit. On top of me owning everything, or pretty much everything. I just don't own your soul. But however, for how much you owe me, bitch, yeah, I might own that too. It's crazy. Man, this is nuts, man. This is nuts, bro. Missouri lawsuit expands nationwide scrutiny. Holy shit. Nationwide scrutiny is two words you don't want to hear when you talk about a lawsuit. The Missouri case is the latest in a string of legal actions against state.us. In August, the Los Angeles city attorney filed a civil enforcement lawsuit targeting State, Kick, and some suppliers, including Evolution. So, oh my God, bro. I don't even want to begin to. Los Angeles, where is Kendrick Lamar from? Where is Kendrick Lamar from? Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. Los Angeles? Compton? California? California don't like you, Drake. They don't fucking like you, bruh. At all. They don't like you, nigga. Period. Point blank. Bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck out of my. And you know what? It hits different when he said extortion. When you jump off of that plane, bitch. Extortion, my middle name. Like, he's not even. Kendrick Lamar, bro. This had that. Not like us, you for all those diss tracks. This right here, I can't. My brain is going crazy right now. This this nigga getting dissed in lawsuits now, bro. Los Angeles city attorney. Where is Kendrick Lamar from? California. Oh my God, this nigga, bro. That nigga going crazy, bro. Kendrick Lamar, he's winning. Like, this is the biggest beef. This is the hugest. The reason why it's going to be the biggest beef ever in music history is because of the residuals after, because of the after effect. It was already huge because of the songs and shit like that, and the two rappers that was involved. But Kendrick Lamar is not coming off on the winning side only. He's coming off winning spiritually, lawfully, emotionally, monetarily. Because now this will have to cause Drake and Adin Ross to spend some more cash. I think Drake and Adin Ross thought they were so rich that they was untouchable. Oh, but you're very touchable. Let me tap on your shoulder. Let me knock on your door. Very touchable. You human, nigga. You're not living as a god. You're not going to be seen as living godly, excuse me. Because there's the God, and then you are a God because you're made in the image of one. Okay, you're made in the image of one. But don't get it fucked up and confused and misconstrued it and think that you above human law, the law of the land, and the universal law, nigga. There's spiritual laws too that you niggas is breaking. So you niggas is breaking spiritual laws, law of the land, and universal law. What the fuck make you think it's not finna come back to hunt you and bite you in the ass? Anyway, let's continue. The lawsuit alleged that companies were operating unlicensed sweepstake casinos accessible to Californians. Soon after, Evolution, Pragmatic Play, and other suppliers withdrew their content from state in California. They don't want to be a mafia state. Drake probably wasn't lying about the mob ties, but he probably didn't know. He probably didn't know how deep the mob ties go. Like, all of this shit is so weird when you start to put this shit together. 2 and 2 equal 4, my nigga. 2 and 2 equal 4. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck. It seems like somewhere deep in the government, in the people's minds, they don't want to continue to deal with the mafia and the mob and the people who control shit. They don't want to be a mafia state. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all, this is deeper than just. This is, I'm telling you, bro. Steak is a scam in general. I'm a pin that. Hey, why do you say steak is a scam in general, though? Let me know. Even though I'm reading about it, and I can assume the same. Why do you personally think steak is a scam? Just in general. Let's continue. Steak.us also faced a federal lawsuit in Alabama. Woo woo. Alabama, bitch, that's where I'm from. Get the fuck out of our shit. And one in Illinois. Woo woo. That's where my folks from. Get out of our shit. Meanwhile, an earlier case in California was sent to arbitration in June. Each claims the platform's social casino model functions as illegal online gambling by using redeemable tokens. Helter Skelter, what's good? I don't know, man. Drink cucumber, lemon, lime, and pink Himalayan salt water. That might help you out, buddy. Legal claims and requested relief. The Missouri lawsuit seeks class certification under the Missouri Merchandising Practices Act. It alleges that state and its celebrity promoters misinterpreted the platform's legality and nature. It also demands recovery of gambling losses under R.S.M.O. U.S. Code 434.030. The statute allows players to reclaim losses from illegal games and accuses defendants of unjust enrichment. Plaintiffs are asking for damages, restitution, and an injunction to halt stakes operations in Missouri. Whew. Whew. Hot water. Hot diggity dog. That's hot water, boy. God damn. All right, hold on. Let's see. See if we got some more. And shout out to Casino Beats. A newly proposed class action lawsuit has been filed in Jackson County Circuit Court. It claims online gambling site Stake.us influencer Adin Ross and Canadian rapper Aubrey Drake Graham were running an illegal online casino aimed at people in Missouri. The plaintiff, Justin Killam, is suing Sweepstakes Limited, the company behind both Stake.us and the international gambling site Stake.com, along with Ross and Drake. Well, in general, I know blackjack dealers who fixed the game and ruined it for the players in the past. Stake isn't a scam, I'd say. Just a lot of legal issues with Cali, you know. No problem. Suit claims Stake.us used loophole to circumvent Missouri gambling laws. Circumvent. Can't circumvent this one. Can't Tootsie slide out of this one, nigga. The lawsuit reviewed by Reed Wright argues that because online casinos are not allowed in Missouri, Stake.us was created as a disguised version of Stake.com to circumvent the state's gambling rules. According to the filing, Stake.us is a virtual clone of Stake.com, rebranded to mislead Missouri regulators and consumers into believing it offers harmless gameplay instead of an unlawful gambling platform. Now, the reason why I'm reading these articles is to let you know this isn't me trying to say this to try and come up with something. This isn't me that is even wanting to bash Adin Ross or Drake or none of that. I'm just reading what the complaint is. I'm not making this up. These are articles that are coming out online, being cross-referenced by the people within these current event, websites and stuff like that. And specifically, some of these websites deal in just Casino Beats. That was specific. They only do articles with that. You know what I'm saying? Or dealing with casinos or dealing with illegalities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the legal conditions and the U.S. statutes and laws and guidelines and mandates and stuff like that have to deal with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to think that I'm just trying to just make this shit up. You get what I'm saying? This came out and I'm talking about it. And it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a part of that shit, bitch. Joe Budden, you better be careful with Prize Picks, nigga. Hey, Joe, why your ass laughing and giggling over there? You better be careful with Prize Picks, nigga. Prize Pick is my favorite part of the show. Prize Pick, yeah, that's favorite part of the show, huh? Okay, Joe Budden, you better be careful, nigga. Better go check if that shit legal, bitch ass nigga. Your ass end up like Aubrey and Adin Ross. Is my favorite part of the show. Yeah, all right. Okay, buddy. What you talking about? Killam alleges that Stake's two currency setup is really meant to hide the fact that people are gambling with real money. While the company says that gold coins have no real world value and can never be cashed out, every purchase includes a nearly dollar equivalent amount of Stake cash that can be wagered on casino games, cashed out for real money at a fixed 1-to-1 ratio to the US dollar. The complaint says that because of this, Stake.us should be considered an illegal gambling device under Missouri law. It cites an April 2025 Missouri Gambling Commission alert warning the public that online casinos are illegal in Missouri. And the unregulated gambling sites put players at financial risk. Again, mafia, the mob, they got something to do with this shit. You can't tell me that they're in the game. The nigga's name is Gambino. Gambino. What the fuck are we talking about? Adin Ross and Drake accused of promoting Stake.us. Ross and Drake are accused of promoting Stake's gambling products on live streams and social media while giving viewers the wrong idea about whether they were actually betting with their own money. The filing states that the influencers often do not do so with their own money, despite telling the public in Missouri and elsewhere the opposite. It adds that these acts are deceptive, fraudulent, and unfair and violate Missouri law. The lawsuit refers to public reporting about Drake's gambling on Stake.com, citing a Reed Wright story that alleged that the musician had been playing with Stake's house money during the $8 million loss. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Everybody is saying the same thing. That's another reason why I'm reading multiple articles, because They're all saying the same thing. You niggas is lying about how y'all bet on these motherfucking games. It is what the fuck it is. The complaint also cites research alleging that the influencers, including Ross, are sometimes giving house money to gamble with, removing the actual risk associated with online gambling. The plaintiff says that Stake and the influencers working with it rely on high-profile marketing to draw in impressionable users. According to the complaint, Stake flooded social media platforms in Missouri and elsewhere with slick ads, influencer videos, and flashy visuals. They create an impression that his games are safe and harmless. Somebody finna get in trouble. The filing describes Drake's role as Stake's unofficial mascot and says that his public wagering, glamorizing the platform to millions of impressionable fans, is quietly corrosive. Quietly corrosive. I like that. That's crazy. The lawsuit asks for the return of gambling losses along with punitive damages, attorneys' fees, and a court order to stop the alleged practices. It also requests that the case proceed as a class action on behalf of all persons in Missouri who gambled and lost money in Stakes Online Casino at any time during the 5 years preceding the filing of his action. Stake.us rejected similar claims in the suit filed in Alabama in May, which accused the popular sweepstakes casino site of offering unlicensed casino-style games. The defendants have not yet responded to the allegations. Ooh-wee. So now I'm reading about the NBA. The NBA issued an urgent memo to all 30 teams stressing that more can be done to protect the integrity of the game following the gambling scandal that has rocked the league. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, Portland Trail Blazer head coach Chauncey Billups, and dozens of others were arrested by the FBI over an elaborate scam described as a criminal gambling operation that used inside information in place of legal bets. The full impact and outcome of recent developments are yet to unravel, but this is a situation that has rocked the NBA to its core. Speaking on the Amazon Prime's video debut NBA broadcast, Commissioner Adam Silver said that he was deeply disturbed, adding that there is nothing more important to the league and its fans than the integrity of the competition. And so I had a pit in my stomach. It was very upsetting. Now the NBA has informed all of its teams that a wide-ranging probe is underway with the review of many rules to take place with increased scrutiny on prop bets in particular. The memo issued by NBA's General Counsel, Rick Buchanan, and the EVP of League's policy, Dan Spillane, was detailed by ESPN Shams Charania. NBA memo to his teams. While the unusual betting on Terry Rozier's unders in the March 2023 game was detected in real time because the bets were placed legally, we believe that there is more that can be done from a legal regulatory perspective to protect the integrity of the NBA. The NBA informed its 30 teams that the league has begun process of reviewing policies regarding injury reporting, training and education of all personnel, and enhancing internal and external monitoring programs to identify betting activity of concern per memo obtained by ESPN. Dire risks that gambling can impose upon NBA careers and livelihoods. The full memo underlines the gravity of the crisis and the urgency felt at the heart of the NBA to find solutions to betting questions. It seems apparent that further regulation is required, as well as steps to protect athletes and coaches from the threats of outside influence. Given the spread of legal betting to the majority of U.S. states, the reoccurrence of integrity issues across sports, and the emergence of novel betting formats and markets, this is an opportune time to carefully reassess how sports betting should be regulated and how sports leagues can best protect themselves, their players, and their fans. While the unusual betting on Terry Rozier's unders March 23 was detected in real time, I already read that. It continued. We also have begun process reviewing league policies regarding injury reporting. Okay, I read that. With sports betting now occupying such a significant part of the current sports landscape, every effort must be made to ensure that players, coaches, and other NBA personnel are fully aware of the dire risks that gambling can impose upon their careers and livelihoods. that our injury disclosure rules are appropriate and that players are protected from harassment from bettors. The official memo added that AI will be fully utilized as part of a review of internal and external integrity monitoring programs, with other resources used to identify problematic betting activity. The league also invited feedback and further dialogue on the overall process. They are related. There is no coincidence that all of this shit is kind of like crashing down at the same time. And this kind of confirms my theory. This kind of confirms my theory on the mob and mafia and the people that are like those people controlling this shit. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The Gambino crime family, pronounced Gambino, is an Italian American mafia crime family and one of the five families that dominate organized crimes activity in New York City within a nationwide criminal phenomenon known as the American Mafia. The group, which went through five bosses between 1910 and 1957, is named after Carlo Gambino, boss of the family at the time of the McLennan hearings in 1963, when the structure of organized crime first gained public attention. The group's operation extends from New York and the eastern seaboard to California. Its illicit activities include labor and construction, racketeering, gambling, loan sharking, extortion, money laundering, prostitution, fraud, hijacking, and fencing. The family was one of the five families that were founded in New York after the Calasmarisi War of 1931. For most of the next quarter century, it was a minor player in organized crime. Its most prominent member during the time was his underboss, Albert Anastasia, who rose to infamy as the operating head of the underworld's enforcement arm, Murder Inc. He remained in power even after Murder Inc. was smashed in the late 1940s and took over his family in 1951. By all accounts, after murdering the family's founder, Vincent Magano, which was then recognized as the Anastasia crime family. The rise of what was the most powerful crime family in America for a time began in 1957, when Anastasia was assassinated while sitting in a barber chair at the Park Sheraton Hotel in Manhattan, New York City. Some historians believe that Albert Anastasia's underboss, Carlo Gambino, helped orchestrate the hit to take over the family. Gambino partnered with Meyer Lansky to control the gambling interests in Cuba and a few other places. Mm. And a few other places. The family's fortunes grew through 1976 when Gambino appointed his brother-in-law, Paul Castellano, as boss upon his death. Castellano infuriated upstart capo John Gotti, who orchestrated Castellano's murder in 1985. Oh, oh, Castellano infuriated upstart capo John Gotti, who orchestrated Castellano's murder in 1985. Gotti's downfall came in 1992 when his underboss, Salvatore Sammy the Bull Gravano, cooperated with the FBI. Gravano's cooperation with the U.S. government also sent John Gotti and most of the top members of the Gambino family to prison. Following the Gotti regime, the control of the Gambino family was assumed by the organization Sicilian faction. Beginning in 2015, the family was headed by Frank Cali under his assassination outside his Staten Island home March 13, 2019. Shit. Mm. Alfonso the Peacemaker Attardi, the first confirmed Gambino crime family informant. Attardi was born in Sicily in 1897 and allegedly joined the Sicilian Mafia before immigrating to New York in 1919. 1919 was the same time where the Black Sox scandal happened. God damn. So right when he moved to this motherfucker, they got right into baseball. He became a bootlegger and joined the Aquilina gang, the Quillia gang during the 1920s. Later evolved into the Gambino crime family. It is noted that Attardi was heavily involved in the narcotic trade from the 1930s to the late 40s. By 1947, he was an informant for the FBN, and by 1952, Attardi was informing on the American Mafia. He disappeared shortly thereafter. Attardi gave an interview to the columnist Jack Anderson in 1968. Depending on the sources, he died in 1970 or 72 in Suffolk County, New York. Alfredo Freddy DeCiz Sant'Antonio. He was initiated into the Gambino family in 1953. Sant'Antonio, wow, San Antonio. What the fuck is going on right now? Oh my God, San Antonio. These niggas own cities. Was reportedly very close to Albert Anastasia and was also the brother-in-law of Jack Parisi, Gambino soldier and former Murder Inc. gunman. It is believed Sant'Antonio became an informant in 1961. In 1962, he avoided a prison sentence for attempting to sell stolen bonds with two other criminals. On July 11, 1963, he was shot 5 times and killed by 2 men whilst inside of a Brooklyn florist shop. These niggas be getting killed in coffee shops, in their homes, at their Airbnb spot. They don't give a fuck. Wilford Willie Boy Johnson, former associate confidant of John Gotti. He could never become a member of the Gambino family due to his Native American heritage, for which he was named Wahoo. Johnson became an informant in 1966 for the FBI due to apparent dissatisfaction of the mob. During a public hearing in 1985, federal prosecutor Diane Giacalone revealed that Johnson was cooperating with law enforcement. Johnson immediately refused to enter the witness protection program and was subsequently murdered on August 29, 1988. Bonanno crime family hitman Vincent Kojak Giantino and Thomas